Alright, so this is why I hate Anthem. And anybody got an issue with it, come at me, bro. Oh, I got a masterwork. Look at that. So here's my thing, right? There was a point in time in gaming where the word grind was actually not a good thing. You heard the word grind, you was like, oh man, I'm gonna spend a whole Saturday trying to grind and get some stuff. But video games and the big companies and MMOs got us to believe that, hey, if you're grinding, that means you're getting more content, and that means you having more fun with the game. Wow, look at them explosions. So here's my deal. I don't hate Anthem. I love Anthem. I am in love with Anthem, and this is the reason why. Anthem reminds me of why I started playing video games as a kid. Because I wanted to have fun. I wanted to play a game or games and just be like, oh man, I'm having so much fun. I'm playing with my favorite character. And Anthem reminds me of that. Why? Because I'm actually enjoying the game. I'm not saying like, oh man, this game, yeah, granted, I think the issue that allows me to realize it is that, yes, I won't defend Anthem for the things it does wrong, like the glitches and bugs that it had. But what I will do is defend Anthem for the things it does right. For instance, this is awesome. And I think what made me realize how much I like it is the fact that there isn't that much content. Now, I know you're going to say, wait, not a lot of content? Well, that's terrible. But what happened was, because I'm not sitting there grinding and grinding and grinding, I've been able to just say, you know what, I kind of did everything. Whoa. And now I'm just actually enjoying the game. I'm actually having fun with the game. Oh, hold on, gotta kill this dude. So yeah, so what I was trying to say to you guys is, man, we've getting fooled into like, you're not supposed to have fun with a game. You're supposed to, I mean, well, not that. I will say this. Like, I'm coming from a Destiny background, so I'm a die-hard Destiny fan, right? So I've been playing Destiny since the beta, part 1. And I got into, like, you know what, you spend a Saturday, you grind, so you could get materials and you could craft stuff. And then they got rid of that, and you have your moments where you're just grinding like crazy anyway, right? Because that's what you do. But realizing that just grinding and grinding and grinding, I used to hate it. Like, dude, I'm not even playing the game to have fun. I'm spending all my time on the game trying to search for this weapon or this and that. Now, that's just the world we live in now. So that's actually became fun, because once you get that weapon, you're like, oh my God, it was worth it. I wasted a whole Saturday doing a raid and it took me 8 hours, but look what I got. So I get that. But imagine if you was playing a game where you're like, dude, the gameplay itself is a lot of fun. The gameplay itself kind of blows me away. I'm kind of like, yo, this is pretty awesome, just the gameplay alone. Well, this is where I come to Anthem. Anthem to me, wow, and that's cool. Now there's no loading. Look at that. They actually fixed that. You just go straight into this. I call this my God, my God Dragon armor, because it's supposed to be like scales, dragon scales. Actually, check this out since you're watching. Another thing I like with Anthem, I got all these different builds. So this is my Hulkbuster build. So as you can see, I try to make it look like the Hulkbuster suit that Iron Man wears. I call this my killing machine build. This thing is sick, man. Got the black and the gray and the red. You got, you know, all right, let's check out my Ranger. This is my Predator build. Try to make them look like the Predator. Yeah. Now check this out. Who thought I could pull this off? But I call this my Magneto build, because I try to make my Storm look like Magneto. At least give him the colors, because the way he's flying with the bubbles and all that stuff. Magneto colors. Oh man. And last but not least, I got a lot to do with this, the Interceptor. But the Interceptor is my Wolverine. I try to give them kind of sort of Wolverine colors. And they do got new armors out for this. So maybe I'll actually buy some of the stuff in the armor and make them look a little more tough. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. So my thing is, man, people are driving me crazy because people say, oh, well, there's no end game stuff. And end game just means, oh, you're playing a raid, or, you know, the super hard stuff that you're going to drive you crazy, going to pull your hair out, but at the end, you'll actually get something cool. And mind you, that sounds cool, but what it also sounds like is, dude, that's a lot of damn work. Like in Destiny, I didn't play the raids that much because once I felt like they didn't have really good stuff to search for, it was like, well, what's the point of me spending all this time playing raids and I'm not even getting like great stuff anymore? So that's my whole thing is like, yeah, when I'm playing Anthem, let me see, I'm gonna put this on clean or new. Which one is more bright? I feel like when I was in the real world, it wasn't as bright as I wanted it to on standard. I'll do new. So yeah, that's my thing, man. I feel like there's so many people hating on this game and that game, but you know one thing I noticed is, dude, when I play Anthem, like I'm 100%, like as a kid I always wanted to be like a superhero. One of the biggest superheroes, Superman. What did he do that's most noticeable than other superheroes? He could fly. He's super strong. You know, flying in a game, I feel like hasn't been done where you're like wowed, you know? Like yeah, Warframe got flying, but it's kind of like you're just zigzagging around. This flying in Anthem feels like legitimately a Iron Man suit. You're like literally thrusters kick off, you bust up in the air, and you just start flying. And it's just so cool. You stop, hover in the air, start shooting, you dive back down, you land, you run. Like, it's pretty cool. Alright, got one of these keys. I'm actually going to do a legendary mission. Let's do that. Yeah, let's get inside of my suit. But yeah, I mean, and I'm going to do a legendary mission on Grandmaster 1, so that way it's not hard. And then after that, you know, I'm going to do a little series, and I'm just going to showcase me, you know, playing this game and the fun that I'm having, and whoever's coming along for the ride, cool. And I hope I could build a community. I hope some people who have the game would say, you know what, dude, I like Anthem too, and I want to play too. And I'm not down in any other games. Like, I know The Division just came out and people are loving it. My only thing is this. I was always into fantasy and futuristic stuff. And for me, Anthem fills that void. Like, me just running and jumping in the air and blast off and dive underwater and like, as I'm explaining it, you're almost kind of like, dude, you can't do that in the game. They didn't get to the point where they made games that do that. And yeah, I know people are gonna say, well, Dark Void came out back in the PlayStation 2 and you was able to fly around, and that's true, but it's not like this. Like, you was able to fly and land on things and rip things off and jump off. It's kind of like the Rocketeer, but not like Anthem. I feel like you can't compare Anthem to a game, especially not a game today, and get that same feeling of being super powerful. Now, I will say this. There's an Avenger game that's in the works, and Square Enix is working on it, supposedly. Listen, rip some stuff off of Anthem. Make the flying, if not like Anthem, but better. Because I feel like the flying is really, really good. Like, my only issue, Anthem, like this loading screen, I won't say it's too long. It just looks long because you're watching the bar come across. But if they had some type of thing to mask it, it probably would be a lot better.
Connection established.
Look at my javelin, looking sweet. But yeah, man, I feel like there's so much hate on Anthem, and I feel like I can't defend, you know, the stuff like, okay, when it first came out, look at this. Haha. Call myself a poacher because I'm just killing these animals. Oh, you want to get electrocuted? Come on. Wow, killed them too fast. Boom! But yeah, like, yeah, I can't defend the bad stuff. Like, yeah, there was a lot of glitches at first, and you're watching me play, so if you see some glitches, hey, you're going to be able to point that out. Like, dude, look, there's some glitches, I just seen you. Oh, look, I can just stop. I'm hovering. Don't run, don't run.
Yes, but you have to admit.
But yeah, you know, I can't defend the glitches. When it first came out, was there glitches? Oh, hell yeah, there was a lot of glitches. There was stuff that was just retarded, you know? But what game comes out and don't have any glitches? Like, yeah, a lot of people are praising Apex because Apex did an awesome job. They came out and had very minimal glitches that you even notice, you know? Even Division had glitches. They was crashing the system and stuff like that too. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I can't excuse that. They should have definitely tested longer. They should have, you know, worked all those bugs out, but they didn't. So what are you gonna do? Cry about it? You're gonna stop playing the game? No. You're gonna just, you know what? Fine, they fixed it, thankfully, and let's keep it moving. Watch, I'm about to destroy this thing. Boom! Oh, this turn's still alive. I'm gonna freeze him. Woo! Babe, look at the explosions. Come on.
Great.
Pull out my shield. Oh, somebody else already took care of him. Oh, no, he didn't.
Be careful. Just because humans couldn't find the tomb all these
Bad
years
thing is the
doesn't mean
weapon,
it's
the gun I got sucks right now. Woo, these explosions is serious. But yeah, man, I mean, I do love the game. And I am kind of defending it, you know, and I feel I'm a little annoyed at some of the backlash you get. Now, granted, listen, when the game was first coming out, I thought it looked like the coolest thing in the world. I'm like, there's no way they're going to have flying and all that. Like, they're not going to pull that off. That's not gameplay. Then as it got closer to coming out, and the whole issues was going on with Star Wars, Battlefront 2, and I was like, damn, you know what? It is EA, man. And I don't know. So I started falling into the whole, like, I don't know, it's EA. You can't really trust them, you know? And on some levels, that is very true. I remember EA was the ones back in the day that started the whole thing where if you had on the PlayStation 3 a used game, they wanted you to pay $10 to play it online. And it was like, wait, what? If I buy the game, I still got to pay $10 to play online, and then all these other companies start to follow suit. That was kind of retarded. But, so yeah, EA is, you know, their practices. I just love flying in the water because it keeps my javelin flying longer. Anyway, let me pay attention to the mission. Oh. But yeah, so, you know, I started to be like, well, that game Titanfall, I stopped even caring about it coming out anymore. I was like, I'm not really paying attention to it because it's, you know, published by EA, and I was never really a big BioWare fan anyway. I never really played Mass Effects or any of the BioWare games anyway, so I was like, it wasn't on my radar. So when the demo came out, I played the demo, and I was like, you know, after the first half an hour when I understood how to fly and stuff, I kind of come back to it. Flying is what makes this game different. If it wasn't for the flying, I wouldn't be as into it. But I have to admit, the flying, like, dude, just, like, you feel like you're Iron Man. Like, this, you know, this is like my Hulkbuster suit. Well, I use the Colossus and call it like my Hulkbuster. But, it's just, it's awesome. And so when I played the demo, I was like, okay, that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna buy it. Okay, I'll buy it. And I bought it. And yeah, it was some bugs. But what I'm saying, I'll come back to it. The gameplay is what keeps me involved. Like, for instance, I was a Destiny player. I played Destiny since the beginning. And no other game besides Monster Hunter actually took me away from Destiny for a little bit. That was the first time I stopped playing Destiny for a little bit, was when Monster Hunter came out. But Destiny didn't have any good content. So I stopped playing Destiny for about 3 months, and I was into Monster Hunter. As soon as Destiny got new content, I was gone. Because, you know, Destiny was my main game. But this is the first time I played a game, and I felt like, I kind of feel like I'm cheating on Destiny because I'm catching feelings for this game. And granted, this game came out a month ago, and I stopped playing Destiny. And on top of that, Destiny came out with new content, and my favorite weapon returned, my favorite hand cannon, Thorn, returned, and I still haven't turned Destiny back on. Now, I'm going to eventually go back to Destiny, but what I'm saying is I'm not tired of Anthem. Why? Oh yeah, there's not enough content. Am I at end game? Not really. I probably could start doing Grandmaster level 3s now. But the reason why I'm not tired of it is because when I play, I'm having fun. Damn, I just crashed to that wall. Like, that's my whole point. People could say, well, there's no end game, but that just means you're grinding and grinding and grinding. And I get it. The way nowadays, a game, you pretty much have to have stuff to grind for, you get bored. But dude, what happened to when you was like, yo, oh, look at this creature. What? I'm about to blast him. Watch this. Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay. I guess I am pretty powerful. But what happened to the days where you played a game because it was fun? Oh man, I like this game. Why? Because it's fun. It's fun as hell. Well, that's my thing with Anthem. I am enjoying it. I'm not tired of it yet. Yes, can it be more content? Hell yeah, I would like more things to do. It only got 3 strongholds. You know, so could there be more stuff to do? Cool. And my chase is I'm trying to get legendaries on everything in my Colossus. Then I'll start actually switching to... Oh, wait, there's another one out here? Oh, damn. All right. Okay, yeah, see, that's the thing. I probably shouldn't be playing in Grandmaster 1 because I'm a bit too powerful. I'm, like, destroying things like it's nobody's business. But yeah, I mean... Dude, all right, so check it out. I'm running. Boom! I just start flying up. Stop. I could turn. Start shooting things. I could dive back down. Land on the ground. Like, man, I am invested. I am invested. And then the weapons. They got really cool weapons, too. I just happen to be using a really whack weapon right now. Yeah, this weapon's kind of whack. And I can switch my weapons. But the funny thing is I got the same weapon twice because these weapons are real powerful. So I'm like, well, you know what? They help build my level up to make me more powerful, so that's why I'm using both of these weapons, which is kind of stupid because I don't even like this weapon at all, but that's kind of like the grind. Like, you want to be as powerful as you can be, so what do? You pick the most powerful stuff and ride it out until you get, you know, the stuff you really like that's more powerful than that stuff you don't like. Alright, let's see what's going on here. So right now we're doing like a puzzle. These guys are trying to figure out, you got to look at the clues and then you got to, you know, figure out the puzzle. I should have picked my Hulkbuster armor. I think that's my favorite. Then again, my Killing Machine one is kind of cool, but I do like this Dragon Scale. It is kind of cool. The setup I got on it is kind of cool. Alright, so let me try to help pay attention. Oh yeah, this guy just gonna do a process of elimination. Works. And it's like, yo, why walk in this game? Like, you could pretty much fly everywhere. So these are legendary missions that they just added. Oh, look at that.
Hey, no sign of a javelin, but
yeah, my suit looks pretty cool. But yeah, man, there's a lot of hate. And what I want to go back to is, so let's say The Division. I don't want to compare games too much because people catch feelings when they like a game. But dude, you see me flying around, hovering, shooting, electricity coming out. How the hell can I go from this game to The Division 2? I feel like the people who was like, oh, well, I'd rather play Division because it's more content, it's more endgame content. Listen, cool. You got way more things to do. Problem with Anthem is it doesn't have PvP. So it limits itself a little bit. So, you know, but the gameplay is so awesome. I feel so powerful. Like, how can I go from this to I'm cover and shooting? I'm hiding behind a wall and I'm just shooting people. Like Bullet Sponge, you shooting a guy with a t-shirt and a tank top on and a hat, and he's the boss of another game. You know, maybe he got an armor or vest. I'm like, that's kind of retarded. And this, I'm shooting big robots or big creatures and dinosaur looking things, dragon looking things that's blowing fire. That stuff makes more sense. So, I don't know, guys. That's my thing. Sorry that's a little bit of clickbait, but people hate on this game so much, and it's sad that negativity, people like negativity way more than positivity. If I said I love Anthem, nobody would click on the video. Everybody would be like, oh, he's another Anthem supporter or whatever. But if I hate Anthem, come at me, bro. Oh, everybody's like, whoa, let me see what's going on. Let me see what you hate for Anthem. And it's just driving me crazy negativity. Look at, you know, movies that come out now. People just start hating Captain Marvel. Like, everything is negativity and hate, and it's crazy. One last thing I'd like to say about this game is they could easily make a lot more people be engaged if they added a form of PvP. Now, like I said, Destiny was always my favorite game, so let me steal a playbook from theirs. If Anthem added something like Gambit, where, like, you don't really play against each other, in the sense of I'm shooting another person that's live, but I'm killing enemies, like let's say a horde mode, like Gears of War. Let's see how many enemies I could kill, and then like Gambit, I pop up, you know, a big boss type enemy. Oh snap. I fight a big boss type enemy, and then we see which team beat that creature first. That right there would make people, like, they could call it like the Javelin games, and it'd be, you know, Hunger Games type stuff, us versus them. Oh, this guy's got to go down. Boom. Oh, you want some too? You want some too? The explosions is just amazing. See if I should get a legendary out of all this. Probably not. But yeah, I mean, if they had something like that, that would help, because then people would feel like, okay, there's something for me to do every day, daily, because I'm going against something, you know? God, look at these dudes. Boom. So yeah, you know, maybe, hopefully BioWare, EA, somebody hears this, and I'm sure some people have probably pitched, you know, a version of PvP ideal also, because that, I think, will help this have a little more replay value. So when you're on and you're like, well, there's no more content, like look at Destiny. I was a more PvP guy, so I was on most of the time just shooting people in the face, you know? God, look how I could just use my thrusters and then slow down and back up. Dude, this is awesome. But yeah, man, Anthem is pretty cool. If you haven't played it yet, you know, I'm not telling you to go out and buy it, but if you could gamefly it or something, give it a chance, it's definitely worth it. And I know a lot of people are saying it got this and this issues. Man, so many fixes, they ironed out a lot of issues. And I know people are saying, oh, well, loot issues, but they did a good job too. Like even this legendary mission, I played a total of, this is our 4th legendary mission. I played 3 legendary missions, you know, before this, and I got 2 legendaries. So I only played 1 that I didn't get a legendary. And I'm not saying every single time you get on, you're supposed to be rewarded and get the top stuff. Because then guess what's going to happen? Once you got everything, you're going to stop playing, because there's no grind, so to speak. You're going to be like, well, now the game's boring because I got everything. So I don't think games should just, every time you play, you get, you know, stuff you want. Because then there's no fun to it. There is no searching and trying to find this and that. And then when you get stuff and you was trying to find it so long, you're screaming like, oh my God. Like I remember when I got the Vex Mythic class in Destiny, I screamed so loud. My wife ran in the other room like, what's happened? I was like, I got the Vex Mythic class. She's like, man. But guess what? It was so amazing to me because the game, the gun was so rare. So that's my point. You know, don't just cry that you're not getting stuff, and then they start shoving these stuff, you know, rare items down your throat, and then what happens, you get everything you want. So look, I like stuff like this. I could just take to the sky and just bomb them from a distance. Boom, because I could fly. Oh, he took that like a G. Yeah, you take that like a G. And then I could just dive down. Oh, look at this guy. Boom. I wish I was using my other setup, because it is pretty awesome, and my other guns to show that off. But these dudes are hanging in there. Hanging there now. Yeah, I'm way too powerful for Grandmaster 1. But yeah, guys, just hear me out, man. If you, this is all I'm saying. Look at the gameplay. Say whatever you want. It doesn't have this, doesn't have that. But look, I could pull my shield up. This character has a shield, whereas the other characters could like dip out the way. The other characters could boom, they could do dodges and stuff, whereas mine's, I pull out my shield like this, and when you start shooting me, I could block stuff, and then I could even get more health. And that little thing I just use make the enemies focus on me, so then they won't focus on other people for a little bit. And then I could give it some time. Oh look, I could even run around and just run people over, like in Destiny with the Titan shoulder charge. It's pretty fun. I just run around and just bam, running over the little enemies like that, and then I could just swing and hit them. Once I got this weapon in my hand, or the shield in my hand, then I could do like a big swing. If I don't have it in my hand, like I put it away like this, oh, I'm frozen, then that's when I pound the ground. Boom! Yeah, we are destroying these dudes. They shooting me, huh? Better run. But yeah, you know, sorry for clickbaiting you guys, but I'm really into this game. Like I said, I'm a Destiny player. I left Destiny and I haven't came back. you know, and it's been over a month, and Destiny had new content. But the thing for me is I'm just having fun. I'm literally enjoying the game, and I feel like that's what you should do. It shouldn't always be about, I mean, yeah, you're paying money for these games, so granted, you should have, you know, call it in-game content, call it whatever you want. You want a lot of content. Nobody wants to buy a game and not get content. But I feel like gameplay is big, and gameplay should honestly be number one. Like if you like God of War, you like Kratos because he got the blades of chaos and he's ripping people apart. So that's the gameplay that you value. You know, if you like the Division 2, you like the cover system, kind of like SOCOM. You know, you want to hide and come out and shoot, and you know, you're more tactical. You know, but if you like fantasy and future stuff, and you want to play something that you just can't say, oh, that game feels just like that game, then this is Anthem. Anthem, trust me, does not feel like another game. It doesn't. Like, this stuff I'm doing is not the same as your typical game. Alright. This is pretty serious. And I wish I was using some of my other stuff to showcase it. Oh, they got me overheating. You know what? I'm just going to use this anyway. Boom! Oh, darn it. You know what? You got wildlife in here. Ah! Now, see, I'm going to be dirty and try to take down that bird. Oh, he want to stand there and trade. You want to stand there and trade, huh? Haha. Oh, let me try to find some, oh, check this out, guys. Watch this. So I'm flying over the water. Whoa. I know I should be playing with these guys, but I think they got it. Like, man, the scenery is pretty awesome. Try and find some water to dive in for you. Uh-oh. Alright, the match is over. I don't know if it's something I could have picked up because I'm sitting over here playing around, but yeah, is there a chest at the end of these? Yeah, they are, I think. Well, I just missed out on the chest because I was playing around. I wanted to show you guys some stuff where you like dive under the water and you swim back out. It's pretty cool. Get out of here, dog. The dog's trying to play with me. But yeah, this is why I hate Anthem. Come at me, bro. AKA why I love Anthem. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You know, I just want to do some little short videos, and hopefully, you know, I get some, oh, look at that dude javelin on the left, the yellow and black. That's pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully, you know, I get some people who actually want to play Anthem with me, you know, join up with me. It's kind of cool. At the end you see a little screen. Alright, well, with that said, and now your mama knows. Oh yeah, guys, also check out some of my other content too. It's a lot of stuff I got going on my channel, not just gaming as well. So, yeah, no. Check it out.